如果说现在澳大利亚什么专业好拿身份，除了三宝专业，那毋庸置疑的肯定就是大健康类专业。我现在所在的就是伊迪斯科文大学职业诊疗的学习场所。接下来娜娜学姐会带大家看到，如果在伊迪斯科文大学读职业诊疗，会在一个什么样的地区上课，然后也会给大家采访一下伊迪斯科文大学 OT 的教授们，让大家了解目前 OT 的就业前景是怎么样的，实习怎么安排的，课程设置怎么样，一起跟我来看一看吧。这里就是 OT 同学们上课的场所了。伊迪斯科文他们的 OT 的亮点主要就是在于性价比是真的不错啊。它针对2026年开学的同学们呢，是有提供20%的学术奖学金，并且呢还有额外的5000澳币的 STEM 奖学金，这个性价比真的是没得讲啊。伊迪斯科文大学这个课程呢也是受认证的，毕业之后呢，大家是可以成为可职业的澳洲职业诊疗师，找工作完全是不用愁，毕业即就业。接下来我们就一起来看一下伊迪斯科文大学 OT 教授们对于这个专业的解读吧。
There are a lot of students are attracted by the OT program due to its strong job prospect. And from your perspective view, how do you think the job market in the next 5 to 10 years for OT?
It's always difficult to project the future. I can say the landscape currently in the past few years has been strong globally for occupational therapists. I've worked in a few different countries over the past few years, and in England, in Canada, the States, Australia. OT has always been an in-demand profession, so there's no reason to see that changing anytime soon. I think occupational therapy is very much a growing.
How about the career outcome right now for our OT program?
As we were just saying before, we have really good outcome just from our experience of seeing our graduate therapists. A lot of them are getting jobs before they even graduate. And if not, there's always occupational therapy jobs advertised. Some students even choose to go overseas as well, to work as an occupational therapist. I think it's a very good career outcome, and the way the world is, health, I think you can't replace with digital AI, and so aging population, even our national disability insurance scheme that we've got here nationally. So lots of people working privately in communities and helping people with different disabilities as well. So I think it will continue to grow. And personally, I think it will grow bigger.
But it's right now, the OT is really in demand right now.
Yes.
Very much in demand right now. With an occupational therapy degree, you can work in so many different areas. So if you start your career in mental health and then say, you know what, I want to switch it up and I want to work with children, helping them in a wheelchair or a seating clinic, you can make that switch without needing to retrain for that, which there's just a lot of different jobs you can do with this degree.
And before the student go to have their first placement, will they have to done some practice at our simulation lab, like these 3 kinds of simulation lab?
Our first couple of placements is more observational placements. So it's more for them to go and observe, what occupational therapists do in that setting, and then we scaffold that. So then as they learn the theory through the course, 3rd year, 4th year are longer placements, so 6 weeks for 3rd years, 8 weeks for 4th years. It might change now, I think we're changing one of it to 7 weeks. But then they are then expected to actually do the occupational therapy work on placement. So by 4th years, for example, they're seeing clients in the hospital, they're treating and assessing, and they're working as occupational therapists, but as students. And then when they graduate, they have that nice transition to becoming occupational therapists. So we scaffold the placements and expectations throughout the year group.
We offer 1,000 hours of placement for the full Bachelor of OT program. And how does the placement hour divided?
At our university, we do it a little bit differently in that we introduce the hands-on placement earlier. But I do know they have their longer placements, and they have 3 blocks of them in 4th years. So 4th years is basically all placements in some units that they do in class. So it's divided probably more the condensed hands-on towards the end of that degree, and the more observation ones at the beginning. But they're all counted equally as hours. So the 1,000 hours is a national expectation. It's to do accreditation. So you would have that in any university in Australia. How we divide is that we scaffold it earlier, which is one of the things we're really proud about.
Do they have to pass the OSCE exam before they go to the placement?
They will have done some element of assessment, and will have observed them as educators. So to answer your earlier question, yeah, we would use some of these facilities that we have here to sort of get them to practice things out. It may not be a graded assessment, but it will be an opportunity for students to practice talking to someone or interviewing someone for the first time in a safer way before heading out onto their first placement.
Our placement will happen at different kinds of scenario, and if students can choose what kind of scenario, what kind of organization they want to have the placement.
So with our fieldwork educator, she'll issue a form that the students will then sort of indicate what areas they're interested or they'd like to go into.
They can only choose the area, the location.
Early on, some of the placement is attached to a unit. So for example, pediatrics, so working with children, they do the unit, but part of the unit, they have to go to a school and work and have assignments that they have to do with the students at the school. So some of the placement hours are actually embedded in the units as well.
Oh, for our students, the OT program have a higher communication skills for them, so they might worry about academic pressure. We provide any support for them to pass, to succeed in the placement.
There's two elements. There's the university support. So while they're in classes, the university has lots of different supports for international students or students with a variety of needs to help them build those academic skills that they're going to need. And then once they do go out on placement, our fieldwork coordinator does check in with students, and if they are struggling with certain things, they can try and support them and give them advice or practice certain things or sort of point them in the right direction for what they might need.
好啦，今天的视频就到这里啦。伊迪斯科文大学的 OT 课程是不是特别香？那如果大家想要申请澳大利亚的 OT 课程、大健康课程，都是可以滴滴娜娜学姐哦。咱们下期再见，拜拜。